Hello, everybody, and welcome again to another edition of Red Star One on One. My guest today is Raul Mundy. What's up, man?
What's going on?
I gotta say, I love the camera, and I can see the sweet toys in the background. What are we
Yeah.
what are we working with back there?
Oh man, we got some BattleTech, Werewolf the Apocalypse. We got some old school Alternity. I don't know if you remember that space RPG. It's old
Nah.
school. Oh man, it's old. D&D, Call of Cthulhu. My codexes for Warhammer. My Hellblazer comics because it's probably my favorite series.
That's the Constantine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
also okay. What a great transition talking about comics because obviously. Oh no, are you
Hold
gonna
on.
show us something? Please.
I'm showing you a toy I'm building right now. Hold on,
Okay.
hold on, hold on. You're gonna love this shit.
I hope it needs to be painted so we can insert the joke that you never paint anything.
Oh, it's not painted at all. Ugh. Oh, come on. Hold on, it's worth it.
$5 says it's resin, and you drop it in between there and bringing it to the camera.
I would punch myself in the goat. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You're gonna love
What?
it. You're gonna love it. I
Okay.
promise.
The suspension, the suspense, I suppose, is building.
Yes.
This is real journalism, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting down to the nitty gritty.
You want this?
It seems like you're dry fitting something into a slot. What is that? Oh, shut up. Okay, that was worth it. Where did you
I'm
get
still
that?
printing parts. I'm
You
3D
printed
printing
that?
it.
You printed that?
Me? Yeah, I'm printing it.
Oh, dude, that is legit. Little higher, little higher. So,
Well, I'm still
oh,
missing
okay. So
some
it doesn't have the
pieces.
grip. Okay.
Yeah, like I just printed. It takes a while to print, man.
My favorite part
But
is that it looks like an old school bolter versus the Astartes more tactical bolters, or I'm sorry, the Primaris tactical bolters. That's
yeah,
OG.
it's
Yeah.
what is it? MK4?
Who can keep up now? Yeah. Okay. They're not shotguns, but dude, that was worth the wait. That was
Sorry,
awesome.
man.
No, that's all right.
Like I plan on one day I'll finish it, and when I do get it painted up and stuff by somebody that's actually good at it, and like have it as a prize or something.
Oh, dude, that would be sweet. Yeah, like for one of the your tournaments.
Yeah, man, they have power swords, pistols, and stuff.
Is it what you printed out in multiple parts and then just
Lots of multiple parts.
so I
That's the
don't do
worst
3D
part.
printing, but how long did all of those parts? How many parts did we just see? Was that incorporated?
7
And
or
how long
8,
does it take to print each one?
between 10 and 20 hours.
Jeez, man. I always want.
Yeah,
I remember playing, obviously 40K, right? Like years and years and years ago, uh, and going, man, I wish I could get more plasma or whatever it was XYZ. At that time, it was usually like power claws or power weapons because you only got so many. I mean, it's still you only get so many in the box. And there's going to be a day when you can do that. Now, I remember people that used to do the molding, and they could do that and stuff and take like I guess green or whatever, make a mold out of it. I knew
yeah,
people that did
man.
that. But now with this 3D printing revolution, to be able to print up, I suppose, because you need the files, and then be able to print up your own as many power fists as you wanted would be awesome.
Yeah.
So I don't have a 3D printer. That's not something I feel I would go nuts. And I'm a bit of a quality nerd too. Like the 3D printers I've seen still have the residue or the rough edges. Is yours pretty good?
No, I mean, it's a finesse thing,
Uh huh.
like you can print faster,
Right.
but it's going to look worse. You have to have the temperature. I mean, if you're going to really do it, because there's always someone that's going to come in and be like, no, man, I do it like this.
Right. Of course.
Like, I make sure my temperature is going to stay the same. I make sure the heat on the nozzle is going to stay the same. The bed's going to be a certain degree. And if it goes off of that, it can screw up. I
Right.
mean,
I imagine. Okay. Well,
but I,
yeah. Well, back to topic. This is supposed to be an interview show. You're showing me your cool toys, but that's fine. It's fine. It's your time. It's our time to get to know you. Uh, back to the topic at hand. Getting to know you. tell us a little bit about yourself. Specifically, one thing that I do know about you is you were not born in the United States, right?
That's correct. I was born in. I'm a native of Spain.
Right. Oh, hello. We got a visitor. You're native of Spain.
And say hi, Desmond.
Hey, Desmond.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you need, buddy?
Oh, is that
I want to come over here, but at the
we got
bottom.
a switch? He's got a switch.
We'll talk about it later, okay? Go. It depends if you clean your room. Go.
I did clean my room.
Oh, okay. I'm interviewing. Go. Like the best part is my parents took the little one tonight, so I wouldn't have anybody.
Right. So it's coming.
Yes.
Dude, but I get the same thing. I mean, we the obviously the youngsters loves their Switch, and I'm still yeah, it's the same thing. Or can you look up what level this one of what this Pokemon evolves at real fast? And I'm like, I'm right. I gotta knock out this project. I just gotta know how does this evolve?
Yeah, like this is really serious.
Right.
Like you saw how important it was. He looked at like I saw him in the corner.
Right. He was like, "Should I interrupt?" He's like, "Yes, this is this is important enough to interrupt."
He's like, Dad, it's Minecraft and I have to pay for it.
Right.
You know, I'm like, okay.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm just letting you know that I already bought the skin, and I'm just here to tell you that I had to, and I'm letting you know while you're busy."
Like you can't punish me if people
Right.
are watching, right?
Right.
Like,
That is beautifully done. Yeah. And then it'll come up later, and he'll be like, "Oh, we talked about it, and you were totally cool."
you didn't look mad then.
Yeah.
Like,
We're so off topic, but this reminds me of like, I'll go to the store, of which you own a store, and we will get to. But I'll go to the store, and I'll come back, and it's like, "Hey, I bought, I bought this. How much was it? It was $100. $100? Actually, it was 40. You know what I mean? So it's like you were mad at how much it was, but it's like actually it's less than 50% of what I initially quoted, thus saving us $60.
oh, okay. I actually saved this
it was
money
frugal.
because I tricked you like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyways.
that would only work on Rose, man. That'd be great.
Anyways, Spain. You were born in Spain because I find that pretty interesting.
Yeah, I lived in Spain till I was 9.
Like where
went
in
to-
Spain?
Zaragoza.
Okay, there it is. Okay.
Yes. Zapatos.
Yep.
But went to North Dakota for 3 years. Went to Turkey for 3.5 years. That was the best.
Now,
and
which
then,
which Turkey? Like Middle Eastern part of Turkey or the European part of Turkey? Okay.
No, I was down in Inzerlik,
Okay. So we're
down south.
Air Force. Is it Air Force family then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Italy is where I graduated. That was,
You are a citizen of the world, my friend.
man, Italy was dope.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, man. I was 16. My parents were giving me a decent allowance, man. And the Air Force base my dad was stationed at was an hour away from my actual school where all my friends were actually at. So like, I would go over to my friend's house. Now, what my parents didn't know is that his parents are really old, so they would go to bed like at 9. Bro, we went clubbing.
I think it's discoteching.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I don't remember half the time. It was great.
Right.
Like, brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah,
man.
I just got visions of what's the European national or the European Union national anthem, the Sandstorm, just in my head.
Darude.
Yeah, Sandstorm. Yeah.
Yes.
A young Raul just going to town on Sandstorm.
Oh, dancing for like 6-8 hours. I don't think I could dance for 2 minutes now. But
Now,
good times.
obviously, you own a store, the great Dragon's Lair, Alamo Ranch. I think there's not a person who would be like, I've always wanted to. I mean, everybody's thought of it like having my own store would be cool, right? So how does it go from having my own store would be so awesome to actually going, you know what? I'm gonna make this happen.
Uh,
And is it everything it's cracked up to be that like I would that all of us dorks in our head?
so a lot of it was my mother wanted to own a business.
Uh huh.
We tried a few things, but it always felt like we were scared because there were things that we really didn't know anything about.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom pushed it to where, like, look, the only thing I know is games and this cards and stuff like that. And she's like, well, let's research it. And so realistically, we saved our pennies for 10 years. We researched for 10 years. Like, we didn't just wake up and be like, oh, I'm going to open a store today because I think it's cool. Like, no, like, you're talking like a couple $100,000 of your money and investing that you've been saving your entire life for.
Right. Right. Right.
You know, like, I've been working where I've been at for almost 20 years now. I've spent every penny I put in there into this.
Right.
We wanted to make sure that we were going to do it right.
Uh huh.
Um, but we also, because I have the four kids, when we were young, we had like YMCA's and stuff we could do.
Right.
There's nothing out here. Like, there's nothing for kids to do. Like, it's ridiculous. There's no real socializing, right? Everybody's a keyboard warrior. It's real easy to talk trash on a mic, but when you socialize people, you know, you have to control yourself. So this was the only area we thought of where we felt it needed something for the kids and stuff to do.
Okay.
That's like our big thing.
And to your credit, um, you guys are it's very kid friendly. I mean I don't know how many when obviously before the COVID started, my own kiddo went and learned to play Pokemon there with your official Pokemon trainers that you guys have there, and the community of other little kids. It was just I remember the first time when she finally got into it and it clicked, and then this cute precocious shy little girl is trading, and it's like, and my heart was like all the way into my head. It was just so big seeing this little girl geeking out on something like I do on everything. You know what I mean about Pokemon. It was the best. So what this and I know there are other stores in town, but you are my personal home store. You're the closest, and we feel the most at home at home there. But like, if you wanted to create something for kids, I think you guys have knocked it out of the park. And obviously, during this tumultuous time, you've expanded. Now you have a dedicated whole play area, which is awesome.
Well, I mean, that's not us, right? That's realistically you guys. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing anything super special. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody super appreciates it, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are great! You guys are great!" And I'm like, man, I feel so undeserving of any sort of praise or anything. You know, it always feels weird.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I guess it's that self doubt, right? Like,
But it is
like,
yeah, it is. It just there's and this is a shout out to all of the Rauls that are out there, the people that go, you know what, I'm gonna create my own slice of heaven for other people to be able to come in and play. Because if we didn't have places to go to play, the people in this community, and then in other places, in other cities, in other states, in other countries, then we'd be relegated to our houses. And I like going to play at other people's houses. It's not the same as going to the store. To go to the store, to be able to build like this place where you're comfortable, and I can also support and my favorite thing is like, especially for because we play 40K the most, but you play a game and you're like, damn, I got stomped, and then you look at the shelf and you're like, well, that model right there would have helped. You know what I mean?
no, I know. I know.
Yeah.
It's marketing, right? I
Yeah.
mean, it's still a business.
Right. I wouldn't have lost if I had that Valkyrie. But
Now, the cool thing, like what you said, is it's not the same as if you have a place to go, especially for like D&D, for example, is the biggest one, because a lot of people might be more comfortable meeting you at a store a couple times so they
Hell
actually
yeah.
get to know you,
hell yeah.
because there's different kinds of people, right? And we all intermix, but we feel more comfortable with others.
Right.
Mate, you come to the store 3 or 4 times, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're doing this. Now I actually have a group and I can go to their house and I don't feel nervous. Um, we have customers that were aware if I'm not even sure if I should be saying this. Um, but if they were to need some sort of personal assistance, they're comfortable letting us know so that we're aware and are able to take care of them.
Sure. Yeah. That's awesome. And that's just a testament to your staff and stuff. But I mean, we're friends, right? You and I had a personal relationship before this interview started. But I guess what I'm trying to illustrate is that you go to Heroes or you go to the other stores that we've been to, not multi, is it Multiverse?
Yes, multiverse games.
Yeah, and Hole in the Wall and stuff, and other places that I've been able to play. And then you go in, and there are other stores with these big, giant, smiling faces. They have their own people that are usually geographic located, but and it's like if it wasn't for you guys that are gamers that go, you know what, I'm gonna bear this responsibility. We wouldn't have any place to play.
Yeah.
So it's when people praise adulations of these stores, you know what I mean, and the people that actually take the risk and take the step and live in the discomfort of being a business owner, it's appreciated by all the people that go to the store and that play, and that's not
See,
just
that
to
makes
you,
me
but
feel
to
weird.
all of us. I'm being serious, bro. I'm just we think about it and we're having this conversation. I'm trying to be a little introspective, right? But it's true. It's true. It's you. You know what I mean? The difference between us is that you did something about it when all of us have always dreamed about it. Is my point.
I mean, it's cool though because there's also all kinds of people that you might not have never met either.
Right. You know,
that are super
right.
interesting and stuff.
You know, one of my favorite things is you also play matchmaker. I remember I gave you my phone number when we first met, and then I get a text message, and you're like, "There's this guy that showed up, and he wants to play. Do you mind if I hook you guys up?" And that person ended up being one of literally the first Red Star or first member of the community that I met was Andy. Love Andy, and we met multiple people that was so.
Andy's dope as shit.
Yeah, and
he's my dude. Oh, sorry, I was gonna say
yeah.
Andy's my magnet hero, man.
Yeah. Oh, that dude is the king of putting stuff together.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah. Shout out to Define the Line Painting that Andy runs. He does commissions for it. Anyway, but it's like you meet all these friends. Anyways, we're having this interview, and I would be remiss if you left and I didn't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me get back to cracking on you. So these are the things that you're known for, right? You're known for basically not being an American citizen. I'm joking.
Yep.
I'm joking. I know you're born Air Force. You're right. So you're
well, Josh likes to call me a dirty Spaniard all the time.
You're a European refugee. You own a store. You don't ever paint or put together your models. I remember when
not entirely true,
bro. When Contrast Paint came out, you were like, "This is the answer to all of my dreams. I'm gonna paint the entire goddamn world with these Contrast paints." And I remember I went in day one and I spent $200 on Contrast paints, used them for 3 or 4 projects, haven't used them since.
That's nuts, dude. I'm sorry. I still will swear up and down by them. I don't care what anybody says, dude. They're always like, "Oh, it's better the way I was doing it 40 years ago."
Right.
Like, whatever. Like,
hey, no,
look, dude.
Look, whatever gets them painted and on the tabletop, 100%. I agree. I don't. Yeah, I hardly use them.
In this whole time during COVID, though, just to let you know, I've almost fully painted one guy.
There you go.
Okay,
with contrast?
And I started painting other guys. Yes, with contrast. I'm actually super stoked because Andy is right now doing a Keep Your Secrets for me, and I can't wait to paint that up.
Okay.
Like, I'm super stoked. That's a sexy model.
Yeah. So how's I remember your sister's bat. Are those have those even been built?
Andy is currently painting those for me.
This is the Andy sponsored Sponsored by Andy. Yeah.
Hey man, if he first of all he's doing a great job. He's saving me time that I would never have. I I have to divide my intentions everywhere. Like right now, Valheim is life, right?
Now that brings up another interesting question. I have first off the Steam friends list. Your gamer tag is always on, and I'm like, hey, let's get something going. You're like, I'm playing. What is it, Robotech or BattleTech?
Yeah,
I've
no.
been playing for 4 hours and took 2 turns.
Yes. So the other no kidding, 8 hours a couple weeks ago, literally 3 turns.
What do you do in between your turns?
You're we had too many people, and unfortunately, again, there's always different styles of players, and there's some people that just take it way too tactically serious. I'm like, dude, we're big stompy robots.
Right,
Like,
just shoot my robot.
you took 25 minutes for your turn to like find they did like physics work and math to figure out what the math is to hit from this. And I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna move 4 steps forward and shoot at this guy.
Right,
Done.
100.
Like, it takes me like 10 seconds. So I'm watching TV in the meantime or something.
You
I mean, I guess I could be paying,
right?
right?
You have to find the moments to be able to field that army.
But
You were one. So we've talked. I've had multiple conversations with people that won't field gray. And I know this for a fact. You have no problem fielding gray.
well, no, I don't have. Man, I got 4 kids, full-time job,
Bro,
the
I hear you. No,
store,
you're
like,
preaching. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I get the time constraints, but you do have that magic contrast.
I do.
Just slap it on there.
And you know what? I'm still gonna be at the Alamo GT with gray ass minis. It's gonna be like 2 or 3 painted ones. Maybe I'll even have one based. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I don't. There's gonna be some people that are gonna be like, "Oh my god, he's gonna lose 10 points." And I'm like, "Bro, I got my beer and I'm playing Warhammer.
There you go.
Shit."
Yeah. So let me ask back to the questions. I know you
All
like
right.
what me and you have played Warhammer and stuff and D&D. What's your favorite tabletop game all time? Period. End of story.
Kingdom Death Monster. Period. I don't care what anybody says
I've never
or
even
what
heard
they
of that.
read or say. What?
Kingdom
Just
Death.
go downstairs, like in my library. That I have another library
Right.
downstairs.
Is this like a tabletop board game?
Yes, it's a
See-
board game.
See, the funny thing is like the cross section of tabletop like wargaming versus tabletop board gaming. I live in the wargaming area and skirmishes and 40K and stuff. I don't have friends to play like these badass board games. But so this is tell me a little bit about it.
Well, you, me, and Andy are going to get together and talk about this game and play. But it's got some of the best looking monster minis I've ever seen. They are very graphic. So if it's male, it is anatomically correct, even
Okay.
if it's a monster. Have you watched Berserk?
Is this an anime? I'm assuming.
Yes.
No, I don't watch anime.
You're doing yourself a huge disjustice. Like, you have no idea. It's freaking brutal.
Right.
But let's just say the last movie, there's 3 movies on Netflix right now. Do yourself the favor. The last movie is not safe for work.
Okay.
Like, it is brutal and takes such a savage turn on reality that you're just like, what is going on? And that's basically Kingdom Death Monster. It's brutal. You're going to lose player characters. Better make really good decisions. And there's just so many models and minis.
Is this one of those campaign games where you're going to be meeting multiple nights? Okay, so it's not a one-night game.
No.
Okay.
This is a hardcore campaign.
This brings me to my follow-up question. Give me a favorite food, a favorite TV show, and a favorite movie. We asked these to all the guests.
Favorite food is gonna be any Brazilian steakhouse.
100%. That's the bomb.
Yes, like I tried to go today, but my mother hated on me and wanted seafood. Like after we got our COVID shots, I'm like, really? Let's celebrate.
Whoa,
Like,
whoa, whoa, okay, so but what seafood? Sea Island Shrimp House?
yes, Mike, that's where we went.
Did you really go?
Yes,
Yeah. That's because that's my favorite place in the world.
that's what my parents said, Mike.
Yes. So I get so much crap for loving this place because obviously the average guest is in their late 60s, 70s, right? It's for old people.
Dude, there was this
Hold on. Let
girl
me finish
there.
my point, bro. Let me finish my point. The point is that these senior citizens whom we cherish for their wisdom have had their whole lives of eating these places and they're like, you know where I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go to Sea Island. That should tell you something that they've had all these years to eat, and they're like, you know what, my favorite place is? Go to Sea Island. It's not because the fish is easy to eat for senior dentists, dental teeth, I suppose. It's because the food is delicious. And also, I worked there like multiple times when I was a kid.
Yeah. No, dude, there was a grandma and grandpa with their granddaughter there.
Yeah, 100%.
I thought I thought she was gonna just end her life any moment, dude. She looked fucking miserable.
No, dude, the lemon pepper fish, bro, with the trucker broiled shrimp all day, every day. That's a digression, but congratulations to going to the best place for lunch.
The coleslaw was all right.
Yeah, it's all good. You get the ceviche there. I am talking to a Spaniard about ceviche, but did you get it there?
No,
Okay.
Spaniards don't. Culinary wise, there's nothing in common in food between Spain and most other Latin countries.
Okay. Well, I know that. Okay. Well, ceviche is off the hook. Anyways, favorite show, TV show. Is it a goddamn anime?
Yes.
Oh, do you have like one of those pillows with an anime girl on it?
Not yet. I'm gonna get one just to piss off one of my friends because he loves it way too much.
You've gone full. What is it, weeb? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna buy a pillow with his favorite character, which I don't even know who it is or what it's from, but I'm gonna sleep with her and just to make him angry and take pictures.
Okay. Anyway, so please tell the inquiring minds want to know what anime.
Tokyo Ghoul. I love Tokyo Ghoul. It's bloody. I like things that are super visceral.
Right.
Just body mutilations, like David Cronenberg, like anything that alters the human body in terrible, terrible ways that should happen. Like The Thing and I did like Game of Thrones till season 8.
Right. Don't even get me started, bro. That's gonna take up the whole goddamn 30 minutes that I have
I'll
allotted
set
for
this
these.
house on fire, I swear. Yeah, man.
But seriously, wasn't it like the worst season of television?
I don't even understand what
I
happened.
don't even understand.
Like,
They just they wanted to get to the Star Wars because HBO was like, we'll give you whatever you want. Just finish it. Take as long as you want. They're like, nah,
Yeah.
we can do it in freaking 2.5 episodes.
they should have shut their fucking mouths.
Yeah, we can do it in 2.5 episodes, and then we can nope out of here, play with some of them lightsaber cash, and then they end up doing the worst season in television history, and then losing Star Wars because of it.
It was so bad. It was so nonsensical. Like, why is Jon Snow even alive anymore?
Yeah, I have no
you
idea.
You told me for 7 seasons why, and then you were like, nah, fuck it, bro.
Have you seen those memes where somebody's looking that kid is looking at the paper and it says I'm a Targaryen, and the next on the meme panel is like, this is worthless. That's pretty much the whole point.
Yeah. Like, like Tyrion. Tyrion can touch the dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
He's supposed to, and then nothing. Like, there was no payout.
There was no
any
payoff,
of the
exactly.
shit that you made.
Right. And then Jamie's arc just going like, oh, we had this redemption arc, and then he's like, you know what? At the last, he's like, just screw it. And then he's like, I never really liked the people of King's Landing anyways, when his whole thing was that he saved everybody and got no recognition for it.
It's so I'm starting to get upset, man.
Yeah, I am too. I was like, I didn't want to get in this digression, but I think it makes for a more entertaining show when you can rent. Don't even for, don't okay. So don't get me started on Game of Thrones and the sequel trilogy to Star Wars. Now I like my Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. Rogue One was dope. Mandalorian, of course, is dope. The sequel trilogy was two directors fighting and us watching them fight.
That I could deal with 1 and 2. I wish J.J. Abrams would have been the bigger man when he did the third one.
No, he was such a baby, and it was there to see.
Like, and the worst part is they let the Duel of the Fates script out. Which, have you read that?
No, I haven't. Oh no. Yes, I did.
It would have been a way better movie.
Yeah.
Like, here you go, have Finn wielding lightsabers, acting all weird and stuff, and we're like, hell yeah, he's gonna be a Force user. Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can wield the lightsaber now. Like,
Either.
why are you doing this to me, man? I was having a good night, dude. I was having a good night.
It's fun. It's fun to talk about these things that we love and are passionate. We're at 31 minutes. We're at 31 minutes. Give me your favorite movie.
Event Horizon.
Okay.
And Boondock Saints.
Those are two good. Yeah, I like those movies. Event Horizon, people always say it's basically like, and I know Warhammer was around, but it's basically the ship got lost in the warp and everything got, you're right. It's like they quoted the quote unquote unofficial 40K movie.
Yeah, only Warhammer people say that it's based on Warhammer.
Of course, like some regular jabroni that has no idea Warhammer's not going to make that connection.
Correct. So
like,
the
sure,
guy,
good, it's just Captain Obvious.
Yeah, everybody who was in that movie has no idea what Warhammer is.
Dude, I refuse to believe that Sam Neill doesn't know what Warhammer is. I bet
I'm sure he's heard of this Game Workshop thing that kids play. You know, that's how he's gonna talk about it.
Anyway, last minutes, brother. Anything you wanna add last minute?
Nah, man. I love everything. Big shout out to Rose.
Oh yes, dude, the best. She's the GM, right?
Yeah, you guys are borrowing my wife from me, okay?
She's awesome. Yep. Every time I walk in that store, I get the biggest smile, and because she knows I'm there for some Pokemon cards or something.
She's got it ready for her, man. Like, that's another thing too, that we make sure we keep stuff in the store also for the customers,
right? Because I walked into I was like, do you guys? She's like, yeah, I have a few saved. She's like, did you want? I was like, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, so when stuff's disallocated, I can sell it all in 2 hours.
Of course,
that's not a problem. But then my Pokemon people won't have anything. Like, we do that a lot.
Right.
We want to make sure that you're still going to be able to play for months instead of just selling it out to whoever or whatnot. Like, we had a bunch of people mad that we were making them open the seals on some of the packaging. So they couldn't resell it. You know, and they're like, oh, I want to buy all of it. And I'm like, sure, dude. Like, but I'm opening every single box. You know, I wasn't going to sell every one of them. I sold one. But tons of phone calls from people like trying to say like, I have the money. What kind of business are you? I'm like, you know, I'm the business that I feel like being.
Right. And it's because a lot of the kids, man.
Yeah, dude.
And I know Pokemon's for all people of all ages, but it's still for, you don't have to explain it to me. I get it 100%.
Yeah, like my kid, man, I save him something every time too, just like I do for other people's kids. Because again, for those of us who are suckers and have kids, right? Like, nothing's better than watching them go, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Like, everybody was out of this and you actually have it or something, you know? Like, that's huge, man. Like, that on a little kid, man, that's the world opening up.
Yeah, totally. So if people, let's say, wanted to run into you and they were like, you know what, I like this affable Spaniard and I'd like to hang out with them, where could they find you?
Saturdays, I'm typically at the store. I do try to teach people how to play 40K, even though I'm not super good at it. but I teach them the basics, and they're like, "Oh, I should do this and stuff." I'll teach people almost anything.
Right. Okay.
We do learn to plays and stuff. Like it's something to do, and especially now with COVID, like you find stuff to do, man. Like
Right. Yeah.
it just feels like you're coming home sometimes, you know.
Yeah. I hear you. All right, brother. Well, on behalf of all of us here, well, it's just me, I suppose. For the Red Star one-on-one, of like all of us, me and all my minis, all my
Like who's down
that
there?
are out of camera. This shelf, that shelf right there, has got all my Astra Mill. Anyways, brother, thank you so much, and thanks for everything that you do, and I appreciate the time for doing one of these.
No, well, thank you, and thank Red Star. Red Star is amazing.
All right, brother.
So
I will tell them. Well, they'll see this, and they will know. All right, brother.
yeah. All right, man.
Get to
You have a
painting
good one, Mike.
as soon as this call is over. Then paint something. Just dip it in some contrast. All right, brother. See ya.
Lights.